The year is 1991. The Cold War is gasping its final breaths. But in the shadows, a new war is just beginning. You're alone in a dimly lit safe house. The air hums with old wires and flickering CRT monitors. Outside, the world believes peace is on the horizon. Inside, you know better. A name scrawled on a dossier. A grainy photo of a target unseen. And a quiet voice in your head asking, what will you sacrifice this time? This is Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, a game that promises espionage, betrayal, and breakneck gunfights across the globe. But in a franchise known for burning bright and fading fast, is this the return to the Black Ops magic we once loved? Or just another mission doomed to be forgotten? Today, we peel back the layers. No fluff, no filler. Just raw gameplay impressions and honest takes, so you can decide before you buy. Load your mags. Trust no one. Let's dive in. The Black Ops campaigns have always walked a fine line. Part gritty war story, part fever dream. Black Ops 6 embraces that legacy and adds a welcome twist of agency and atmosphere. Set in 1991 as Desert Storm erupts across the Middle East, you assemble a ragtag team of covert operatives chasing whispers of a shadow force manipulating world events. Familiar faces return. Adler, Woods, their grizzled voices echoing through your safe house, a decaying ex-spy mansion where paranoia hangs thick in the air. Here, you make choices, spend currency on perks, tweak your loadouts, chart your next mission on a corkboard surrounded by classified files. It's immersive, a small but meaningful step toward player-driven storytelling. Missions span from corporate skyscrapers shattering in bullet storms to wide-open deserts teeming with enemy patrols. One standout moment? A near-open-world infiltration in Iraq, where you choose how to dismantle multiple targets, stealth in the dunes, or an all-out assault with RC cars and airstrikes? The freedom here echoes Metal Gear Solid V more than past. Code fare. Visually, the campaign stuns. Sweeping cinematic shots collide with chaotic close-quarters gunfights. The soundtrack? Shockingly good, punctuating tense moments with orchestral swells or eerie synths. Yet it's not flawless. AI feels laughable on normal, and certain pre-rendered cutscenes break the immersion with pixelation glitches. But even so, this is the most engaging Black Ops campaign in years. A pulse-pounding thriller that respects your time and your trigger finger. If the campaign is a carefully crafted thriller, Black Ops 6's multiplayer is an adrenaline overdose, unfiltered, unrelenting, and unapologetically fast. Right out of the gate, the new Omni-movement system flips the formula. You're no longer chained to forward momentum. Now, you can sprint, dive, and slide in any direction. Think Max Payne meets Call of Duty. It feels incredible when mastered, but overwhelming if you're unprepared. Paired with a lightning-fast time to kill, TTK, this creates a multiplayer meta where survival hinges on reflexes and map awareness. 1 second, you're diving through a door guns blazing. The next, you're prone beneath a hail of bullets, swiveling 360 degrees for that perfect counter shot. It's chaotic, sweaty, and skill-demanding, but this speed comes at a cost. Casual players may find themselves gasping for air as gunfights erupt mere seconds after spawn. Certain maps bottleneck under the pressure. Not every space plays nice with this hyper-mobile combat. Visual clarity also struggles. Between motion blur and cluttered environments, enemies can melt into the scenery. Yet, for those who live, for Twitch shooters, Black Ops 6 delivers one of the most kinetic COD experiences yet. No gimmicks, no fluff, just pure, fast combat. Love it or hate it, this year's multiplayer pulls no punches. At the heart of Black Ops 6 lies a brutal truth. Movement is no longer an accessory. It's the game. The Omni-movement system is more than a flashy gimmick. It rewrites how firefights unfold. You can now sprint, dive, and slide with a freedom Code D has never seen. Picture this: you're mid-gunfight, outnumbered. Instead of ducking behind static cover, you dive sideways through a doorway, hit the ground, spin 360 degrees in prone, and return fire, all in a heartbeat. It feels cinematic, almost like a choreographed action scene. But there's a learning curve. Movement is a tool, not a win button. Use it carelessly, and you'll expose yourself. Master it, and you'll dance around less mobile players like Neo in The Matrix. Combined with a lowered TTK, this raises the skill ceiling sky high. Snipers and marksman rifles dominate from distance, while shotguns, once kings of close quarters, feel neutered unless used with surgical precision. Auto-aim adjustments further shift the meta toward raw skill. This is not a casual shooter anymore. Black Ops 6 rewards those who commit to learning its rhythm. The question is, can the average player keep up? For some, this will be the most rewarding Code D yet. For others, the sweat may simply be too much. No matter how slick the movement, it's the maps that shape the dance of battle. And Black Ops 6's battlegrounds are a mixed bag of brilliance and frustration. The good news: we're not drowning in recycled nostalgia this time. New maps, like Rewind and Red Card, feel fresh, visually striking, and largely faithful to the classic 3-lane Code D design. Their style invites aggressive play, rewarding those who learn the flow and master their angles. But the speed of this year's gameplay exposes flaws fast. Some maps bottleneck hard around domination and hardpoint objectives, turning matches into chaotic meat grinders. Others swing too far the other way, wide open sight lines where snipers feast and movement tools lose their punch. Then there's readability, a persistent thorn. In heated fights, certain maps become visual soup. Blurred motion, cluttered backdrops, and muted color palettes can leave enemies blending seamlessly with the scenery. It's not game-breaking, but it forces you to fight the map as much as the opposing team. Performance-wise, generally rock solid. On Xbox Series X, multiplayer runs smooth as silk, except during all-out zombies mayhem, where even the engine struggles to keep up. Bottom line, Black Ops 6's maps look great and often play well, but balancing flow with the new movement demands remains a work in progress. Just when the multiplayer sweat starts to wear you down, Black Ops 6's Zombies mode kicks in like a breath of fresh, undead air. Gone is the half-baked, Warzone-flavored mess from Modern Warfare 3. This is a true return to form. Round-based, adrenaline-pumping zombies. And it's glorious. You start in familiar territory, a basic pistol, waves of shambling corpses, and that creeping sense of dread. But Black Ops 6 brings smart updates without breaking the magic. Health bars now give vital clarity during chaotic fights. Objectives are clearly marked, helping new players find their footing faster. And the maps? Chef's kiss. Liberty Falls offers sun-drenched suburban streets perfect for mowing down the undead in wide arcs. Meanwhile, Terminus is a love letter to old-school fans, an eerie island installation brimming with tight corridors, secrets, and environmental storytelling. You can even explore nearby islands by boat, a subtle nod to how far the mode has evolved. Balance-wise, shotguns still shine here, and the gunplay feels punchy and satisfying. The only nitpick? The UI can be a bit cluttered, but thankfully, most of it is easily adjustable. Ultimately, Black Ops 6's Zombies mode isn't trying to reinvent the wheel. It's about pure, unapologetic fun. And in today's Code D landscape, that alone makes it worth celebrating. So, Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. Is it a true return to glory or another fleeting blockbuster? Here's where we land. This is one of the most polished and purposeful Code D entries in years, but it's also one that demands you meet it on its terms. The campaign? A cinematic roller coaster, fun, fast, and surprisingly creative. It won't redefine shooters, but it might just remind you why you fell in love with Black Ops in the first place. Multiplayer? Brutally fast, skill-driven, and unapologetically sweaty. For hardened fans, it's a high-speed playground. For casuals, it may feel like drowning in a sea of slide-canceling Neos, zombies. Pure joy. A loving throwback that's easy to recommend, even if you skip the rest. But here's the thing. Black Ops 6 isn't trying to win over everyone. It knows its audience. The adrenaline junkies, the zombie slayers, the campaign fans craving spectacle. Should you buy it? If you crave old-school fun with modern polish, or if you have Game Pass, it's an easy yes. But if you're burned out on twitchy COD metas, you might want to wait and see. Now, we want to hear from you. Are you jumping into Black Ops 6, campaign first, or straight into zombies? Drop your first impressions below. Let's trade war stories.